We give thanks for this moment in time for us to come together on this beautiful Sunday, a day for us to really tune into the blessing that is us. We give thanks for our individual gifts that God has given us, and we give thanks for the great gift, the one great gift of divinity. We give thanks for the privilege of being able to be vessels of God. May we allow our hearts to be light, our soul to be on fire, and our spirit to lead us on this journey. And may we enjoy every moment of it, even throughout the ebbs and flows. May we be able to enjoy the moments as we be lights for the Creator itself. Ashe, 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 oh, amen, 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 amen. All right, happy New Day, y'all. Happy Sunday. Checking in. Anybody new on the call this AM? It doesn't seem, but I just want to shout out any new comers this morning. Also, if y'all can remind me of where y'all from, I like to tune in to where we're tuning in from, because believe it or not, when we let each other know where we're tuning in from, when we begin to travel this land, we do link ups, and I had a few sisters linking up in, I think, Detroit the other day, and then a few sisters linked up in Texas. So, let each other know where you're from, and know that this is a community, this is a family. Many of us tune in every Sunday, and that's a beautiful thing. So where are we hailing from this morning? LA, we got LA in the building. Atlanta, Charlotte is in the building. Y'all pay attention to see where your sisters at, your tribe. This is your tribe. This is your tribe. Another person at Atlanta, we have Canada in the house, Toronto, SWATs. We got the SWATs, Southwest Atlanta. Alabama is in the house. Give thanks. Jacksonville. Which Jacksonville, sis? Beautiful picture, by the way. Jacksonville in the house. Native New Yorker, but holding space in Rex. Okay. Texas. Destiny is in Texas. I know Destiny. I don't know if you've ever met Laisha, but Laisha is in Texas as well. We got St. Mary's, Georgia. Jacksonville, Florida is the closest city to me. Okay. So somebody else said Jacksonville. Okay, Florida. So there we go. Tiara and Alana. Alana meet Tiara. Tiara meet Alana. All right, give thanks. See what I'm saying? I told you it's tribe. And this is how we find our tribe. This is how we find our tribe. And tribe is essential. It is essential. It is very essential. Sometimes we look for our tribe out of disheartenment because we've been bruised, on our journey. But let us give thanks for the reality of tribe, and let us look for it for the sake of linking energies so that we can be even brighter, so we can shine our lights even brighter. Because I don't know about y'all, but throughout my journey, I have experienced relationships with people, friendships, relationships, partnerships with people who help me to shine my light that much more. And that's the benefit of tribe. That's truly the benefit of tribe. So hold space with your tribe. Shout out to, everyone who allows themselves to hold space with their tribe. We need it. On this journey, we need tribe. Those who are like-minded, those you can talk to, because how many of y'all know you can't talk to everybody? You can't tell everybody. You can't share with everybody. You can't reason with everybody, because not everybody on the same wavelength. And if you ever read the book, The Four Agreements, it says, people can cast spells on you. They can curse you and don't even know it because of their opinions, because of their views. And then, people can even get to the point, well, I'm praying for you. Don't pray for me in despair. Don't pray for me in despair. I am fine, so give thanks for tribe. Tribe are the ones where you can tune in, you can talk to them, you don't have to say a word. They can be near you and they're going to comfort you with their faith, with their courage, with their encouragement. They're going to be the ones that inspire you, trigger the spirit within you. That's what inspiring is. Trigger the spirit within you. They're going to be that one. So give thanks for tribe. Ashe, we give thanks for tribe. Whether you already have some, or you already have identified your tribe, or you are calling your tribe in your life, go ahead and give thanks for it, because it is essential, especially during this time right now, cosmically. Okay. I tend to not really talk a lot about cosmic energy on these Sunday calls, but if you know OU Ministries, a part of OU Ministries is the moon work that we do. And during those moon calls and the moon meditations, I tend to talk a little bit about cosmic energy. But right now, there is a lot happening cosmically. And it is almost, if you will, it is a birthing period right now for the world, And so in the stage, I would call this stage the stage where the mama is going through contractions right now. If I could link it or create an analogy around what we're dealing with cosmically as far as the energy we're working with that stage of contractions. Another stage of birthing that I would link this to is that very first stage where you're getting used to having the new baby, and you're trying to, you're getting acclimated with that baby's language through its crying and its fretting and its tears. The baby language, the only language it has is its fits, it's crying. But after a while, you get to know which cry is which. Any mamas on the line can agree with me. That's kind of those two phases, the contraction phases, and then that getting used to the cry phases. That's the phases we're in right now cosmically. Why am I saying that? Because in that in the contraction phases, you can go through some pain, but that pain is leading to a birthing. And so you're not trying to run away from it. You're not trying to well, if you go the natural route, you wouldn't try to stop it, you with in the Western world. We want to alleviate all stuff. We want pleasure. We don't want to go through no pain. So we'll get a shot in our back of chemicals to help alleviate the pain. But naturally, we alleviate the pain, not from something man-made, not from something material, but from our breath, from our posture. Okay. All right. I'm teaching now. Listen for the message. It's channeling. So in our pain, let us not try to go for the quick fix. Let's breathe through it. Let's meditate through it and I'm talking about those contractions in life. Sometimes those contractions in life can get tough, but we want to go and we want to dip back into that relationship that full well you don't need to be in, whether that's with a man, a woman, a friend, or whatever it may be. Yes, ma'am. Them unhealthy coping mechanisms. Come on, sis. You hear me? Okay. Learn from who. I got any doulas on the line? I got any experienced mamas? Learn from those ways that you can help help bring the pain, simmer the pain down. Or if you got to just go through the pain, find a way to go through it and be okay without feeling like, you have to do something that's counterproductive. Okay. All right. And then getting used to those cry period. Anybody experience that? You had to get used to that thing, baby. You felt like, oh my goodness, what have I signed up for? Ooh, this baby won't stop crying. It's driving me crazy. That's that period where mama start to deal with postpartum during that time. But we have those phases in our lives as well, where we've birthed the babies. We got our visions. We got our, you pray for that job. You pray for that business. You pray for that relationship. You pray for all of that stuff. Then those blessings that you was praying for, you got it. You start hitting them ebbs and flows in it. Okay, am I right? You hear what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? So you got to get used to. You gotta pay attention. And I link that to feelings as messengers. You get in that relationship that you've been praying for, and God blessed you with that relationship, and now you're going through the ebbs and flows. Just tune into your feelings. Feelings are messengers. What is it teaching you about yourself? How is this helping you to elevate and grow? Because surely, in any situation we deal with, if both parties are willing to be open and willing to pay attention and willing to listen to the messages and able to flow, they both grow. And where energetic mismatch begin to happen, it can balance back again. As long as you have the will to get past, if that baby was crying and you didn't have the will to see it through, who knows what could happen? You could give up. I'm not ready to be a mom. I give up. Or, I'll leave it behind, whatever it may be. But in life, God bless us with things. And when we start to feel those ebbs and flows, we think balance is when we don't feel anything. Balance is not when we don't feel anything. Balance is where you can ride the wave and keep your balance. Think about that. When we say, I just need balance. Okay, balance is not when you don't have problems, because that's not the reality of life. Life comes with ebbs and flows, seasons and cycles. That's just how it goes. Balance is when you know how to ride the wave. And I'll tell you, in OU Ministries, the main thing I talk about to ride the waves, what my members at? I see a few members online. What do we use to help us to keep our balance so that we can ride the waves? Huh? What do we use to keep our balance? Ashe, Sheena, give thanks. What do we use to keep our balance as we ride the wave? It's like the Two of Pentacles, prayer, meditation, and affirmation. The Two of Pentacles, that's the card in the deck where it's talking about balance. And in this deck that I have, I love it because it gave that clarity. The picture on that Two of Pentacles that represents balance, she's literally riding a wave. And she's depicted as a warrior, but also soft, riding the waves. That's balance. You can keep your balance. You won't fall off. Let us seek that type of balance. And we do that. I often say, many will know, you'll hear me say it all the time. I got one answer: prayer, meditations, affirmations. Okay? Prayer is not begging. Prayer is affirming. Prayer is proclaiming. Prayer is remembering. That's all prayer is. Okay? Affirmation is affirming, making firm. You're using your words, open your mouth, and you affirm what is so. And meditation is when you ponder on it. Okay? When you say out your mouth, when you affirm, all is God and God is good, and you meditate on that, you ponder on it, see God, feel the goodness, see the goodness, remember the goodness, put words to it, put a visual to it, get all up into it. That's meditation. Okay? Prayer, affirmation, meditation helps you to keep your flow. People don't want to hear that answer because we like struggle. I don't know what happened. We like struggle. We like complex answers. We like for it to take a lot. Well, prayer, I'm tired of praying and meditating and all that. Well, maybe you're not praying and meditating right. I don't know. Maybe you got the wrong idea about what prayer and meditation is. Or maybe you got the wrong idea about what life is and what God is. Because if you're always running to have to do, you're running from just being. A lot of people want to do. You want to do a lot because you're running from you, your being. You can't sit with it. You're not comfortable with it. This ain't enough. I got to go do. This ain't enough. This is not enough. So to anyone who here, go, pray, meditate. And that's an internal job. That's right here with you. I'm not telling you to go sign up for a program, go sign up for a retreat, go do a ritual where you spin around 10 times and kill a chicken. I ain't telling you to go and lay on the altar and pray, pour out olive oil all over you and put a special cloth on and I ain't telling you to do none of that. You can do all of that. Let's get it. But when you feel like you have to do that, you need to stop doing all of that and get with yourself. And get with yourself. You hear? Okay, now, I ain't trying to offend nobody. And I really didn't come here to preach, but I'm just saying the word as it's given to me. Pray. Prayer. Affirm. Affirm means to make firm. Stand firm in it. And meditate on it day and night. On what? On the reality of our Creator. That which we call God. The reality of it. The reality of it. You wanna get an example of the reality of God? Just look around you. Or look back through your life. I like to use nature because nature not fickle like us. Because we could feel like something is so amazing and God is so good in association with something, but it's fleeting. You would totally forget how you prayed for that thing for 10 years. I just picked the number. Or you felt like you was going to die if you don't get something, and God came through in the midnight hour. Turned it around. But we fickle, we forget that. But if you look at nature, pay attention to nature. It's consistent, baby. One thing about that tree, it's gonna shed them leaves, and them leaves gonna come back if it's not dead, if it's alive, consistently. And one thing about that egg and that sperm, when it come together, if it has healthy life force energy in it, it's gonna bear a child. One thing about that seed, when you plant it in that soil, if it has life force energy in that soil, it's gonna bear that fruit, that plant, that fruit. You hear me? That's God. That's the reality of God. I ain't talked about no history. I ain't gave no name. I ain't got to tell a billion stories. Just look at the tree. Just look at the seasons. Just ponder about the reality of a whole baby being born. A whole baby being born. That's the reality of God. So when you want to know the miraculous nature of this thing we call God, this presence that's with us always, this ever-present force, life force energy that's doing its work, whether you have the will to do it or not, give thanks when you do, because you can help out as a co-creator. But whether you are cognizant, whether you're conscious of it or not, it's doing its work through you. Give thanks. That's what you meditate on day and night. So that when these eyes see things, when these ears hear things, when you start to feel things that's contradictory to the infinite nature of God to make a way. The infinite nature of God to present us grace in the moment of despair. The reality of God that with every difficulty comes ease. The reality of God that time don't really apply. So it can be right up on the deadline and it'll work out because it was never a deadline in the first place. And the reality is everything is always working out in your favor, and golden links are always linking to synchronize exactly what you need in your life at the exact moment you need it. And you could enjoy the journey a little bit more if you would just surrender and relax, breathe, affirm, pray, meditate. God is good. Meditate on that day and night, day and night, day and night, year, day and night. Ashe, ashe. Okay. Ooh, God is good. Give thanks. Give thanks. Well, I as I'm contemplating, what the vibe on today for the morning meditation, I thought about, well, I'm preparing for our full moon call. And so I'm doing some studying on what's going on astrologically. And I started to think, man, if we could drop the resistance against the truth about our being, we could really decrease so much stress and distress and struggle in our lives. What do I mean by that? When we talk about God, when we talk about cosmic energy, when we talk about as above, so below, when we talk about these things that could seem so lofty to the human mind, some people have resistance. And I hear people say, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't deal with stuff I don't know what they're talking about. She talking about Saturn and I don't know what that is, oh, well, here she go. It's like if we stop that, ooh, for the lack of knowledge, man perish. We teeter on the reality of God. We take a little bit, us humble humans. Oh, I don't know what they're talking. I can't think of it. You can understand it. You can understand it. Slow down so you can understand God, because all of it is God. So, when we talk about chakras, I don't know, I'm just thinking about all the things where if you hear a little bit of newness about the reality of God and its different ways that it manifests and demonstrate in real life, if you hear a little bit of, I don't know what they talking about now, I don't deal with stuff I don't know, I deal with what I deal with and that's it. Meanwhile, we dying of cancer, heart disease. And why do I mention that? Well, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Heart disease and any other dis-ease starts in the spirit and in emotions. That's where it starts. And if we were to be still, open our hearts, our minds, and our ears, we could learn more about the reality of God. We could learn more about this thing we call God. And we would drop all of those chains that's creating pain and dis-ease in our lives. I bear witness. I'm not talking about something I read. I bear witness. I bear witness. But we don't want to hear. We want to take the little bit that feels good to us. Social media and stuff done really messed us up with it. If you don't feel good, if it ain't entertaining, scroll, tune off. If we ain't getting the game right then and there, we'll faithfully attend something that's edifying to our soul, something that's elevating our lives, then we'll drop off. A couple years ago, when I prayed for the word for the year, that every year I try to pray for what's the word for us to focus in on. Discipline, devotion, and sacrifice was channeled. Discipline ourselves. Become devotees with something. We devote ourselves to jobs and people and men and our children and whoa. Devote yourself to yourself, your higher self. Devote yourself to the God within you. Let God deepen the relationship with God that's indwelling. God is indwelling. God is not outside of you. It's indwelling. Slow down enough. Spend enough time to yourself. Start saying no. Lighten up your calendar. Stop calling a vacation. That's God telling you to slow down. Ooh, right now, book it. I'm gonna get a shirt that say book it. What are we booking? That vacation? Book it. So that God can talk to you. Who I'm talking to, right? Get your phone up, open the Airbnb and then close it. So when you finish, you can go. Airbnb, however you gonna get there, and take some time. It's more than just tea. Who else? I'm up, you better listen. People come into the room for their coaching session. They want me to tell them something. You need a break. I'm subscribing you to a break. I'm not prescribing you to a break. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, Queen, you need a break. Everything you just told me, there's no way that you sat down and God could, if you took time to speak to God through all of that you just told me, you wouldn't be here trying to figure out what do I need to do. Half of us need to sit down somewhere. Maybe more than half, majority of us, if not all of us. I'm talking to myself too. I had to tell myself, the other girl, sit down. You ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Do nothing. Okay, I'm off of it. But you better book it. That's what I do know. But I'm off of it. Okay. Devoting yourself to God. God is indwelling. You got to devote yourself to it. And we don't want to devote ourselves to it because we care too much about what people think. We care too much about what people say. We care too much about what people will think of us. We care too much about these jobs. We care too much. Care. You ever looked at the etymology of care? I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna resist it. I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole. But please, if you are one who care, I'm so caring. Okay, I want you to look up the etymology of care. Etymology of it, okay? Us righteous, noble people who care so much. Carrying yourself to your grave. Lord help us. Lord help us. Look up the etymology of it, please. Study the word. The only thing I want you to care or carry in your life is the guidance of God for your life. Listen, there's a story in the Bible where it was a command to, I forget who the person is. Y'all know me. I know the Bible, but I can't give it to you verbatim. So just flow with me. Y'all church folks too, just go with it. Y'all know the story I'm talking about. He was told to sacrifice his son. And you know what he did? He went and started getting the son ready for that sacrifice. But then when it was come time, you ain't got to do that, bro. I thank you, sugar. Isaac, you ain't even got to go and let him go. Go and let him go. You can keep your son. Why did I bring that up? People don't like that story. See, how you gonna read a Bible that tell them to sacrifice their son? Okay, you need to read and pay attention to what it's telling you. If you could lower yourself, you will hear the word that can save your life, that can help you to tap into your destiny and stop living the life as a slave. Some of us being told to sacrifice things that had us just as scared as anybody else would be if you was told very clearly to go get your child and put it on the altar. Listen, I can't do that. I need money, honey. I can't do that. I don't know. Spirit, you dreaming about quitting. Spirit done told you to quit. Spirit done told you what to do. Put in your notice. Apply for this job. Do this, do that. And before you can even listen, I don't have enough credentials for that. I don't feel like going through the process of doing it all over again. Okay. All right. Well, just keep on working that job. getting less than what you deserve, being treated as you ain't okay. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not piggybacking off of that song on Beyonce album until what is that? Quit, release your job, release your debt. I'm just saying. I'm only talking about stuff I've been through. Good paying job. Oh, you work at the university? Cloud, all of it come with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, you do this, you do that, you got this, you got that. God, like, I don't want you to do none of it. None of it. Go vend them gemstones. Vend the gemstones and do meditations on Periscope. What? Yeah, it was back in them days. Periscope. Y'all remember? Remember Periscope? That was around for a little while before. I think that was before Instagram. Good paying job. People calling on me to publish articles and all type of other stuff. Mama proud. You know, my daughter works at the university. You know what I mean? No, that's not what I want you to do. Wow. But I ain't gonna listen. No. Okay, I do it on the side. You know what I mean? I do it. Okay. Go ahead and do it then. Stressed out, hair coming out in the back. I'm at my stylist. Girl, why you think my hair coming out right here? Why you think with my... She would just be like, well, you know, maybe stressed out. Lord help us. Then once I obeyed, get a little, you know, not hiccup, start to experience the ebb and flows. Now I'm out here trying to get contracts. Okay, I'm gonna go get a contract over here. So, you know, I can at least have that money that's consistent. You know how we figure it out. It went all right for a little second. Every time it would get uncomfortable, severely uncomfortable. I just kept trying to finagle it. Till finally God said, well, you know what? These people who keep getting you contracts, I'ma just, this entity that keeps giving, this one company that keeps giving you that nice little contract, I'ma just make it where they can't even afford you. All right, fine, God. All right, surrender. I surrender. Give thanks. I give thanks for the journey, because when you go through it a few times, you're gonna finally start listening. Okay, when you don't have to go through it that many times no more. And that's what we give thanks for. It's okay that you got to go through it. And I'm not the one that say, if you do it now, you won't have to keep going through it. Maybe you need to keep going through it. It might be in your stars that you're a person that gotta get to the, you know, it gotta hit the fan, you know, for you to get it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't go hard on yourself. I pray that as you're on your journey of learning it might have to take 20 more times than the next man, that you can still come out, you know, lighthearted and in honor of your journey. Because each time, maybe you learn something, Ashe. Each each time you got something that you needed on your journey. But I desire to say in this moment, my friends, we're in a beautiful time to be alive. This conversation kind of started when I was talking about cosmic energy. And right now, we are being positioned. We are being positioned to be, to create, to demonstrate and manifest as light beings, meaning we are being positioned to be magical. You think you done seen magic. You haven't seen anything yet. If I could talk my cosmic talk, the veil has been lifted. Period. but you gotta get past the old ways. That's the rough part. And when you get past the old ways, when you used to drive in a certain way, imagine driving a car on the right side and then you have to like overnight drive it on the left side. Okay, that's like probably perfect analogy. You might be running into stuff. I just don't even know which way I'm going. You just don't know. You feel cockeyed. Like, I know it's like because you're used to driving a certain way. You see what you see right there in front of you. But you so used to driving a certain way that although Lord have mercy, although you see it, it's like your body is controlling. So that's why I said we in that space of contraction or like getting used to the cry. It's some training. You got to train your body, train your ego, train this physical, this personhood. I say it like this: we got to lift all of it up to divine level. So that takes a level of awareness. That takes a level of being disciplined with tuning in. You got to tune in every day. And then that leads you. Not these, not this. That, what you get from spirit, leads you. It leads you. That's where you're at. Spirit tell you whatever the word is that you got from spirit. Say you're getting the word right now in this session, right now, you're getting the word, man. And you know how you're getting the word? Let me tell you. Usually when you're melanated, it feel like this. That's what it feel like. Girl, that's what it feel like. Whew, Ashe, that's what it feel like. That's what it look like. That's what it look like. What's that girl name? That's what it look like. This what it look like. This what it look like. When you feel that it resonates with you. Like you heard something like exactly, you heard it and it was like, yes, that's it. That's your word. You read it, you pulled the card. I intended on pulling the card. Clearly I'm not tonight. I'm reading. Today it's been, the word is here. So you pulled that card and you read and you was like, oh my Lord, that's your word for the day. Now, everything conforms to that word, no matter what you got going on in your life. You hear? This is the method to live the life as a divine being. You seek guidance. You can't do that if you get up and you running into the day. You can't do that if you get up and you immediately on the phone with somebody or talking to somebody, opening your mouth, engaging in conversation, tapping into the energy of the outside. You can't do that. Seek guidance. You only can do that by going within. They call it a secret room. They call it the closet. They call it, gotta tap in. Seek guidance. May it be revealed to me. Then when you seek the guidance, you gotta obey. And you gotta give over to it. And then as you give over to it, you have to rest. That's a big part. Rest assured. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to figure out when, the where, the how, the who, the what, the that. Stop being fickle. Stop doing the knee-jerk reacting. Rest assured. Surrender, perfect word. Submit to it. You got the guidance. Stick with it. Do it every day. You will see your life change. Do it every day. Watch how your life change. Do it every season. Get your word for the season. By the way, we got the fall equinox event happening. The Ethiopian feast. On that day, I'm doing a collective reading. We getting our guidance. We know what we're supposed to be doing for the season. That is an overarching, maybe. You could do it for annual. Do it at the beginning of the cosmic year, the astrological year. Get a reading, sit down, get some guidance. Now you got your overarching. Now do it for the season. Now you got your season. Then do it for your birthday or just Earth Day. Now you got that, and then you do it daily. It's there. Ain't no manual to life, but it is. Can't nobody tell you what. Yeah, we got the guidance. It's called inner guidance system. We have it. We just flying off the seat of our pants. Maybe you are. It's a different type of living over here. How you know how to live? Because I seek. And what is seeking? Seeking me. And it don't, because I seek spirit, it don't put me loftier than you or higher minded than you, honey. I'm just here to do it for me. This ain't got nothing to do with you and what you got going on, baby. Do you. I honor you and all what you choose to do in your life. It takes enough for me to seek guidance and govern my ego, my personhood, my stuff to stay in alignment with me. That's the problem. We worrying about other folks' stuff. We not in alignment with ourselves. Lord, my mama coming out of me today. You know, she'll be loving on you, then she'll start fussing. See, that's the issue right there. You know, that's our problem. It's real though. I'm only speaking because I bear witness. So busy looking outward, thinking I'm being righteous. You ain't even sat down to ask God what you supposed to be doing. Why you worrying about what the system doing, what the man doing, what this doing, what she doing, what he doing, what that doing? Why you worrying about that? I need you to get with yourself. All right, y'all. I could go on and on forever. Oh, mighty God. One mind, the one mind. We call on the one mind, the one that is. May it lift up, break any chain that we have over our minds or our hearts. May it be broken so that we can hear, so that we can see, so that we can build our relationship deeper with the Creator, that indwelling God, that inner guidance system, so that we can feel it, so that it can reveal to us what we supposed to be doing in our individual journey that is ultimately one. May we be disciplined, devoted, and make our sacrifices so that we can be willing vessels, worthy vessels of the works of God, so that the Almighty's will be done through us, not our will, the Almighty's will. May we rest as it is done. Assured, may we be courageous, may we be strong. May we keep our hearts light so that we can stay balanced with the ebbs and flows, so that we can easily forgive, release, fully let go of life as it happens, so that we can flow. We can tap into that flow of abundance, of peace, of grace, of mercy, of love, of bliss, of opulence, of healing, and truly be a light of the God that we speak of. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, amen. I mean, give thanks for that word. So listen, y'all, it is a lot going on cosmically. If I can compel everybody on this line and everybody listening to the replay, tune into what's going on above so that you can flow with what's going on below. We got like 5 or 6 planets going into retrograde. I mean, at this point, basically it's saying you just need to be in a whole review period. You just need to be just chilling and reviewing. And we also are in, it's hard for me to articulate, but we are in a place of a shift to wrong words, or I could get better words. We are light beings, but we've been living as human beings, if that makes sense. I think we know what I mean by that. We've been living as human beings. So we've been very confined to what we see and what we hear in the physical world and all of that kind of stuff. Right now, we're being called to not, okay, be in that place, to remember that we are light beings, to walk lighter, to let go, to surrender. You hear that? How many times do we hear it? Probably every day, all day. Surrender, surrender, submit, submit. Anybody who talking any kind of talk is telling you to surrender. Okay. The reason why that is because if you don't, you could get really wrapped up into a living experience, an experience that is heavy, confusing, hurtful, painful. I'm not one, y'all already know I don't talk dooms. So I'm just giving the tea, okay? If you don't, lighten up and tap into your light beingness, your whatever we want to call it, magic, your divinity. If you don't start walking like a child of God, you could be signing up for some rough stages in your life, because what it's going to look like is some great changes that you've been maybe praying for, or that you know you need. It's going to happen. But when change come, when the babies start coming, what come with it? Okay. We want the glitter and the glory and the glitz and the glam and the fame and the, we want all of that. But when it comes to it and you get it, I don't like that saying, be careful what you pray for. I hear what it's saying. Don't pray for it. And when you get it, be a good steward of it. Okay. Be strong and mighty, my friends. Rest assured. Be bold in it. Brazenly bold. What was the assignment a few moons ago? Be brazenly. Look it up. Look up brazenly bold. Somebody do it for me, please. Tell me what it means. Be rude with it. It don't apply to me. Somebody, well, you can't do that. Girl, don't you know that don't apply to me? It don't apply to me. Oh, so that's what you're going to do? Absolutely. Don't believe me, just watch me. Okay? Get real, get bold, get mighty, get courageous, talk your talk, walk your walk, be your be, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Hear me in the background. What do it, do it. I hope you hear me in your head. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes, hear me, please. Yes, get it. Yes, sis. Yes, bruh. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Stop being humble humans, because that's not what we are, okay? I'm trying to give you the pep talk for when the change comes and it's going to get a little tough. You strong, my dear. You have the might of God itself. I don't care what it look like, sound like. I got somebody on the line right now who can bear witness, more than one of y'all. And I know it because I've been walking your journey with you. I give thanks for the privilege to see it through with you. I celebrate it with you. I'm going to hold my tongue, but I got somebody online, got a testimony. I'm talking about, don't apply to me. It don't apply to me. People don't even know why they doing what they doing for you. Don't worry, baby. You just a golden link. You didn't know, but that's okay. You a golden link. Thank you, golden link. Thank you, God's pay clerk for me. Oh, Lord have mercy. I think that's what my mama meant when she said, gotta make folks your footstool. I'd be like, Mama, goodness. You just rude. She brazenly bold. I used to think she was being a little rough with it. I see why. Woo. I can imagine in her years what she meant when she said it, because she said it with fervor. Let me tell you something, baby. God will make people your footstool. Oh, really now? Mama, you just don't be like that. I'm telling you now. You're going to live and learn. That's what she was. You're going to live and learn. And oh my God. My God, my God. My. Oh my. All right, y'all. Y'all got to stop me. What time? I got to stop. I got stuff I got to. All right, I got to stop. Okay. Listen. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. God is good. Listen, be stronger. Be stronger. Be stronger. Woo. God has, the reality of God is infinite. Infinite. Y'all know what that means? Infinite. You gotta stop limiting God in your life with that human mindsets of fear and doubt and shame and guilt and insecurity. And stop it. Call on God, meditate on God, pray on it, affirm it. That's your job. That's all you think about? Yes. That's all. I don't know what else to think about. I definitely don't want to pull back and get back into 3D. I'm in a whole nother dimension here because I want God's glory to flow through my life. What? I can't depend on the bank. Ain't gonna give it to me like that. A man ain't gonna give it to me like that. Not even my dear sisters and my friends and family ain't gonna give it to me like I see it, that God done put in my mind's eye. They can't. They don't have the power. They don't have it like that. I'm not gonna expect it from it. The peace that I want, the love that I want, the glory that I want, the opulence that I desire, that's a God-given job. That's a job of the Almighty. Maybe they can help be golden links or God's pay clerks. But my supply is the Almighty. So I can't depend on nothing else. So when it's failing, I ain't expecting it to, but it is what it is. So when that door closed, I'm expectancy. Look it up. I'm giving all y'all all the homework. Look up expect. I expect another door to open. I expect it. So I can't go up and grieve over this door. Oh, Lord, why did it close? Oh, my God, why did it go? No, I got to go on. I must say, oh, that's not it? Okay. Oh, that one ain't it either. Okay. But Queen, how God gonna close 3? He can close 33 of them. Ooh, I'm about to tune off. I can't with y'all. Oh, my God. Woo. Look, I'm almost out of tea. Lord have mercy. Woo. 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 Over here panting. Lord have mercy. Oh, God is good. Woo. I bear witness. I see what they mean, fire shut up. That's why they shot. That's why they kicked them out of church. Oh, if I was in the church right now, I'd be running around the room. Y'all don't know my behind is planted in this seat. When I want to get up, I'm telling myself, don't you dare get on up. Oh, but when we start having these things in person at OU, on that garden, whew, y'all ain't gonna be able to stop me. Boy, y'all, whoo, Lord, it's light right now. I'm gonna give y'all the light version. Well, good God Almighty, God is good. We gotta be stronger. But Queen, I've been meditating for a year, and you was planting seeds out of divine mind. You was planting seeds of fear and worry and shame for 33 years, and you've been praying and meditating for the year. You think that all them seeds done been uprooted and withered away. No, they haven't. Maybe you calibrating. Be easy. Maybe you just got to fill your vortex up a little bit more. Calm down. We want to give God the bare minimum. We want to fill our vortex up with well, it said if I had the size of a mustard, okay, go ahead and get the word and keep on trying to use it how you're using it. Because what I'm going to tell you is, yeah, that's what the words say, and that's real. But your life is a reflection of where you at, period. Don't go to Queen. She just tell you it's all your fault. I ain't talking about fault here. We're just talking about reality. If we can get clear, we can heal. If we can get clear, we'll know what to do. Lord. Okay. I thought I closed I did a prayer. We were supposed to be closing at that moment. How we get here? Okay, help me to get here. How we get here? We here. All right. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I say that's all I got. All right. Woo! Y'all ready to meditate? Lord have mercy. Jeez. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Listen, this is what I desire for us to experience in our meditation as we go into a meditation day, because I said motivation and meditation. So, let's meditate before we go. And I pray. Can you say Ashe, Amen, Amen, or Jah, Rastafari in the chat room if you heard a word that was motivating to your soul? I really want to change it to inspiration and meditation, because I ain't here to motivate you. I pray I'm inspiring you. I'm stirring up the spirit in you. I'm tapping that spirit in you. Ooh, okay. Woo. I'm gonna change it. It's changed today. As of today, it ain't motivation and meditation. It's inspiration and meditation. As we are inspired, as we meditate. My intention for this meditation for this morning, give thanks, give thanks. Listen. Whew. All right. As I set the intention for this meditation to free us up, break all the chains of fear, of what that in the past, and all the chains, all the heavy loads, may they be lifted during this meditation that we go into. That is the intent, so that we can free up, be free, so that God can use us. It is only that those chains and the bondage of fear and concern and anxiety and worry and guilt and shame and all of that, that is the only reason why, period, point blank, that is the only reason why we tend to not stand as children of God. That which we call God, we call it the Almighty. We call it so many different things, and it is. But we forget because of that change, those chains and the bondage of fear and insecurity and all of those different things. In this meditation, we're going to lift that up. That will be lifted. I speak it, that will be lifted. That's the intention of this meditation. So let's get in a comfortable position. And let's allow the meditation to be channeled. And let us expect to come away from this meditation freed up, totally free, liberated so that we can be. Liberated so that we can be. You don't need to see me, but you need to hear me. But go ahead and start getting into a comfortable position, slowing the breath down. Relax the body, relax the mind. Allow your heart to be light. Engage that breath. That breath frees us up more than we know. Slow it down. Allow yourself to take deep breaths in through the nose. Release it through the mouth. Let's relax into this might that we are remembering, this grace that we are remembering, this divinity, this power. So slow that breath down. Let yourself be grounded in the moment of this fire that has been stirred up. Breathe, receive it, honor it. Give over to it. Let it fill you up. Engage that breath. Relax into it. Deep breath in through the nose. And release it from the mouth. As you continue to breathe in deep through the nose, slow breaths in through the nose, releasing it through the mouth. Allow yourself to fully disconnect from the body. Relax. Tapping into the light being that you are. We give thanks for our body and everything that allows us to do, to walk, talk, think. We give thanks for the brain, the heart, the gut. But the body is not us. It is only a reflection of the glory of God, which we are one with. So as you relax using the breath, release the body. Release the mind. Release the responsibilities, the concerns. Let it all go. Just focus on breathing and relaxing. Fully surrendering to the moment. Allowing your mind to be relaxed and empty. Allowing your heart to be light and pure. Deep breaths in through the nose and releasing it through the mouth. Allowing your chakras to relax and open. Feel the relaxation in your joints, in your jaw. Relax. Fully disconnecting from the body. We are not the body. We are spirits in physical form. For this moment, release the physical. Just be here. Now. Empty. Relax. If your mind begins to wander, just focus back in on the breath. Slowing it down as much as possible. And exhale in through the mouth. Continue to release. Continue to relax. This is posturing yourself to be open, to be in a position to hear. As we disconnect from the physical world, we tune in to the inner world, the real world. And as we surrender the body and the physical experience, We're able to be guided in which way to go, how to handle our circumstances and situations. And if we are to allow ourselves to trust that guidance without the need to reason, calculate, or control, we can truly live the magical experience that we all came to have. We call it our destiny. We call it our journey. As you continue to breathe and relax, be reminded that this is a journey that's been gifted to you, not one that you have to find or figure out, but one that you are to surrender to. In your surrendering, relax often. Breathe often. Forgive or let go often. Be gentle. Be loving. Be merciful. Be slow to judge. Observe. Don't absorb. Flow. Stand firm, but with a light heart. Be grateful. Let your gratitude be deep. Count your blessings. Name them often. Open your mouth and praise and walk in peace. This is your journey. Your unique, divinely ordered journey. Honor it. Release what was. Be in the now. Practice divine love. Accepting and allowing things and people to be as they are. Knowing that all is well for you. How things or people are. It doesn't apply to your journey unless you allow it to. Allow people to have their journeys. Their journeys may not vibrate on your frequency. They may not bring you peace or joy or power, but they are on the journey just as you. Honor that. Be in divine love. Accepting and allowing things to be as they are, people to be as they are. Knowing that all is well for you and your journey. As you remember your divinity, and as you acknowledge that you are living your destiny, be reminded to be easy. Be easy on yourself, on life, on others. Breathe often. Forgive, let go, often. Relax, often. Seek guidance, be obedient, rest, assured, and give thanks. That is your course of action. Seek guidance, be obedient, rest. Don't worry, don't fret, don't try to control it, don't try to manipulate it. Rest, assured. After you have been obedient, or as you are being obedient, rest, assured, and assume the position of grateful. Be grateful. Allow gratitude to be in your heart and on your tongue. Give thanks and praises constantly. As we get ready to close, allow your heart to be at rest. Allow yourself to be grateful. Give thanks for this moment, this time and space, to tap into inner peace, which is your power. Take a last deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath. Hold it. Hold it. And release. Fully surrender. Let go. Relax. Allow yourself to come back to the present moment. Maybe by wiggling your fingers and toes, giving yourself a slow, easy stretch. And just give thanks. Give thanks for this moment. Give thanks for the privilege of being a child of God. Give thanks for awareness and consciousness, as many of us have been miseducated, misinformed. So give thanks for awareness, the understanding of God demonstrating as you. All right. So we're going to close out with a word from Whitefire, our Baba Muji's book, Cashapp. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? All right. You're very welcome, my sister. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I always pull from our book, Whitefire, for those who want to know what's the book that I always kind of pull from. I love it. It always has the perfect words. Before I give the closing word, I want to let you all know, those who are in Atlanta, we will begin to do these in person, potentially starting this month, but just stay tuned. If you're not on any of the email lists, I suggest that you get on, okay? You can do that a few ways. You can become a member of the Learn group, which is the free OU Ministries membership. You can sign up for the newsletter for the garden, or you can just stay tuned to me on social media platforms. I'm always posting announcements and information about what's on the horizon, what we have going on. So I'm excited because now that OU Ministries has its headquarters, I am acting like we do. So look, y'all, I've been kind of manifesting us a low-key like church, you know what I'm saying? The garden is going to be our temple. It's going to be our church. So listen, return to Eden. I said, that's what vibe this is, the return to Eden. If y'all knew what Eden means metaphysically, you would know why I'm excited. And that's exactly what we're doing. Every time we tune in here, we're returning to Eden. Every time we feed our soul, we're returning to Eden. Eden is a state of mind, it's a state of being. Experiencing the Garden of Eden is a state of mind and a state of being. It's when you remember what you are, remember your power and your privilege and your assignment. Ashe, and your assignment. So I give thanks. We're going to start those up in the garden. Either if it's nice out, we'll do it in the garden. If it's not, guess what? We're remodeling a space where we have room to do it on the inside. So it's a beautiful thing. We almost finished with the remodel. We started Friday, and we're almost finished with that. So soon as it's ready, y'all will know. Y'all come out. I plan on having the meditation and like a light little brunch where I'm going to offer some things, and I'm going to be putting it out for people to bring some things. So we're just going to have a good time. That's the idea. Come and have a good time. A good time in God. Y'all know how powerful that is? You know now it's virtual. So just imagine in person. Ooh. Now, I know the folks like who not in Atlanta like, wait a minute. So you're going to start doing the first, you're not going to know, I'm going to do it virtual as well. So relax. I got y'all. I learned years ago that I can't just be doing it one way. I learned that in 2015 where y'all was fussing at me hard. Like, okay, now you having these moon meditations in person. We can't be involved. That's when I started doing the virtual meditation. So I will be doing it virtually and in person. We're setting it up where you can experience it just as well as you're doing it right now, virtually as we are doing it in person. So that's what's on the horizon. I'm super excited about that. I wanted to let y'all know that. So again, if you're not on any of the newsletters, you're not getting emails from me, get on something so you can get the emails. All right. And I say emails because as I've been saying, I feel it in my spirit. I'm going to be taking off of social media at some point. At some point, it's going to happen. So I want y'all to be on the old school email list, okay? Give me your address if you can. If I have to, I'm going to send a note out in the mail if it gets down to it. I will do it. I'll be the one. But you can join the garden newsletter. You can join the Learn. I would definitely suggest you do that. The Learn members get a lot of access to a lot of things. So if you're not a Learn member, I would definitely suggest that you at least become a member of OU Members by Ministries by joining the Learn membership. I'm gonna just put this link in there, bit.ly/OU memberships. That's that. And then the garden is bit.ly/OU Botanical Gardens. All right, hang tight, y'all. Let me give y'all this closing word. Baba, I said, Baba, why y'all be holding people in the church? They be wanting to go. Y'all be like, you gotta wait till the benediction. He helped me to why you do that. You know, he said, you want to seal it. Y'all have been doing all this spiritual. Y'all have been, activating this energy together. You want to close it together, and then y'all go out into the world. I said, oh, okay. Well, I'll stay for the benediction from now on. I ain't like to stay because then people be like, like, come and get old baby, give me a hug. Yeah, I want to do. But when he told me that, I started to respect it. Like, okay, all right, if I'm gonna come, I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna stay till we close. It is what it is. So, okay, I put both of those links in there. bit.ly/OU memberships with a capital O, capital M, bit.ly/OU Botanical Gardens with the capital O, capital B, capital G. If you want to keep up with the garden, that's a beautiful thing. Listen, y'all, it's going to be lavish. So for that newsletter, I'm sending out the events and stuff, but I'm also keeping you updated with what's happening with the garden. I'm welcoming all of my gardeners to come out and support on the volunteer days. If you love to garden, you will love this land. I'm telling you. And so I'm giving the opportunity for you all to come out and put a little piece of you on the land. You know what I mean? I had a sister come out, an elder, and she planted some. She was so proud. She was saying, these going to grow up. Let me show you a picture of what it's going to look like. I was like, okay. I gave her a little place. You could plant it up, mama. You could do that one. So I definitely would love to see people come out, and if it's the mailbox area that you want to do, go for it. If it's a 2-acre plot of land, you got somewhere to make you a little bitty place. You can plant something. If you and your babies want to plant something, we got some room for you to do that. Of course, professionally landscaping it, but it's it is a free flowing botanical garden. So if you've ever been to Atlanta Botanical is very manicured. But if you've ever been to like the Wild Center, if you've never been there, that's a nice place to go in Decatur. The Wild Center, I think they spell it WYLDE. But it's a botanical garden. You'll see the vibe that I'm going with a little bit more manicure, but that's the vibe that I'm going for, where everywhere you look is something just like, ooh, ooh. So yeah, I welcome all of my gardeners who like to come out. All right, so that's that. So I love to see y'all in person now. When we first start doing it, it's gonna be lit. So make sure you come. Give thanks. May we get the perfect word for us to walk away with this week. Give thanks in advance for that perfect word. That perfect word. All right. I just be having a laugh. So for those who have this book, the page is 110. The passage is 227. All right, it says, beloved, please listen. It is not wise to compare your life to that of others, for each life stream is unique and is the expression of pure spirit and being. Know within your heart that your life is tailor-made for awakening in response to the will of the Supreme Being in you. Even if great hardship comes your way, don't complain, judge, or fall into self-pity. Don't waste energy like that. Rather, use these same difficulties and circumstances to sharpen your powers of discernment and to intensify your drive for liberation and freedom from all psychological conditionings and evil forces. You are here as life itself, flowing towards its own divine source. Regard your life as auspicious. My goodness. Page 110, passage 227. Wasn't that good? I mean, like perfect word. Come on. I got to run it back one more time. Beloved, please listen. It is not wise to compare your life to that of others, for each life stream is unique and is the expression of pure spirit and being. Know within your heart that your life is tailor-made for awakening in response to the will of the Supreme Being within. Even if great hardship comes your way, don't complain, judge, or fall into self-pity. Don't waste energy like that. Rather, use these same difficulties and circumstances to sharpen your powers of discernment and to intensify your drive for divine liberation and freedom from all psychological conditionings and evil forces. You are here as life itself, flowing towards its own divine source. Regard your life as auspicious. Ashe. Ooh. I love it. Thank God for the writers, the sages, and I love it. Give thanks. Give thanks. I can't help but be giddy. Y'all wonder why I be walking around like a crazy woman, a mad woman. This is why we have all that we need to be free. We got the people with the perfect words, the text that we need, the oracle cards, the guides, the healers, the teachers. We got it all. We got it all. We got it all. We got it all. Give thanks. Give thanks. Isn't it thought provoking? And that's why I love Muji's work. Because now you can't just, sometimes you read it, you be like, okay, let me sit with that. You know, you got to sit with it because it challenges the human mind. It challenges the human mind. It says, is this under your Amazon page, Queen, so I can order this? I believe it is. If it's not, I need to put it on there, but I believe it is. But sis, text me. I still got to group me up for a little bit longer, the rest of the day. I'm shutting it down at the end of the day, but text me and I can send you the affiliate link. Love and light, y'all. So much love to you. So much love to you. To those who are tuned in as a replay, and to those who are listening right now. If this was something that was powerful for you, you think it would be powerful for somebody else, when I post it on my YouTube channel, send it over to somebody. And if you think they should tune in live, send them over the registration link, the Eventbrite link, where they can tune in and get the link themselves. But spread the word. Spread the word. You know, you are a witness. You have been a witness of the glory of God today. Spread the word. Spread the word. She said, my life is truly auspicious. Ashe, ashe. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks.